Hey guys, what's up, Cardfight here, and today I'm here with a Messiah deck profile. This is the updated build from the G-BT08. It's a very fun deck, and since I do have all the cards now, I decided to make this, because previously I did not have all the cards that I needed, and so, yeah, let's get right into the deck profile. So for the starting Vanguard, running Neon Messiah. It's the Messiah starting Vanguard, and the skill is, move this, Generic 1, move this card to the soul. When a unit is unlocked, you may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for a Messiah grade 3 and add it to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. So, he mainly helps you to get extra stride fodder in your hand. Because there are grade 3s that we run in this great deck that might get called out because it is pretty good. But not this guy. This guy is just there. You just need to ride him, and you'll be good to go. So skill is Alter Ego Messiah's skill is Generic 2, Soul Lost 1. When a card is unlocked, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card. And then the second skill is the Shard Break skill. It's kind of lost 1. Choose one of your rear guards and lock them. During your turn, if a G unit starts off this card, you can choose one of your opponent's rear guards and lock them. And then your Vanguard gets plus 5,000 power. So, pretty self-explanatory. It's a good card. Helps you set up your locks. And while we're talking about setting up locks, we're running 4 Drill Monk. Drill Monk also helps you set up your locks, and he's also pretty good at attacking. So his skill is choose one of your rear guards and lock them. When this card is placed on the Vanguard or rear guard circle, you would pay the cost. If you do, your opponent chooses one of the rear guards and lock them, and then you choose one of your cards in the same column as the unit that your opponent chose, and lock it. So basically, you get to lock 2 of your cards while you lock one of your opponent's cards, while your opponent chooses one of their cards to lock. But since you lock 2, you can set up for your stride plays, because you benefit a lot from unlocking your strides, so it's good. Next, for the grade 2s, we're running 3 black, I think it's Black Dwarf. So, skill is Count lost 1. When this card attacks at the end of the battle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your units and it gets plus 5,000 power, and then lock this card. So, since she activates during your battle phase, she's very good, since you can attack with her. Pay for her cost, lock, pump that card, and then if this card gets unlocked, you can attack with it again, and it's quite strong. She's like probably one of the new best cards in for the set. I really like her, because she helps you hit a lot harder when you chain attack. So next, we're running 4 Arrestor Messiah. I'm actually going to probably bump her up to 4 if I find something to take out. But 3 is fine for now. She does cost Counterblast, so you might not always use her, but the amount I have right now, it seems enough. So, Arrestor Messiah's skill is Generic 1, when this card is placed on a rear guard circle. If you have a Messiah, grade 3 or above Vanguard, during his turn, this card gets plus 2,000 power and a new skill. And that skill is lock this card. When this card attacks at the end of the battle, pay the cost, which is locking himself. And then you can choose any fighter's back row rear guard and lock it. So you can either lock the card that you boost this card with, so that you can unlock it with your Excelix Messiah or something, so that you can get another attack in. Or you lock one of your opponent's back row units when you don't have any plans to unlock your other units. So, yeah. Next, running 2 Blast Monk. Blast Monk's skill is Generic 1, when this card attacks, choose one of your locks units and unlock them, and during this battle, this card gets plus 4,000 power. So, sometimes he's very useful when you can combo it with Black Dwarf, because he'll be hitting for 13 bars by himself. So, if you pump it with the 5k, he swings for 18, which is pretty good. Running 2, because he's a pretty situational card, but there are situations when I have used him, and then you he was quite good, especially when you don't when you're going on a turn where you can't unlock your rear guards with your Vanguard. For example, if you're using Big Crunch or something, then you might have to use Blast Monk. Or you can't unlock enough for some reason, or anyway. There are situations where you need to use it. Next, we are running 2 of her. She's the null card, and her skill is, once per turn, generate 1, choose your rear guards and lock them, and then this card gets plus 4,000 power. So she's like, when you don't need to use this guy, you use her. So you set up your locks with her, and then you can do other things. Mainly, you're gonna probably lock a back row so that you can get an extra pump when you attack while you unlock. So, yep, let's move on to great ones. We're running 4 Destiny dealers. Tri-Fodder, pretty self-explanatory. Drill Monk will get played, so there's a lot of times you won't have enough Tri-Fodder in your hand, so running 4 Tri-Fodder is probably the best. Next, we're running 4 Sacrifice Messiah. So Sacrifice Messiah is a very, very useful card to help you countercharge and to help you pump power. So the skill is, lock this card. When one of your rear guards gets locked, if you have a Messiah grade 3 above Vanguard, you will pay the cost. If you do, countercharge 1 and then choose one of your units, and it gets plus 3 as on power. So if she gets locked first or something, like you attack, kind of lost 1 lock, you can pay for his cost to lock him too, so you pretty much use her effect for free, and then you give the unit pretty much 8k since she gives 5 and then he gives another 3. It's very, very good. Definitely want to run 4 of this thing. But since sometimes that countercharge 1 isn't enough, we're also running Chameleon, because Chameleon also helps you countercharge. Chameleon's skill is generate 1. When this card is unlocked, you can inflict 1 damage, and it has resist. So that also helps you sometimes. Yeah. You can see the great one is mainly just there to help you countercharge, except for Destiny Dealer. Destiny Dealer just helps you. This is a Tri-Fodder, but yeah. And another card that helps you countercharge is the Perfect Guard G. So we're running 4 Perfect Guard Gs. The main reason why the Great One lineup is like this is because your Grade 2s put in a lot of work. Also, Drill Monk puts in a lot of work. So your Great 1s don't have to do as much work, and instead they just sit back and help you countercharge. So it's good. Triggers, we are running 12 crit. So 4 of them are the Messiah crit to help you so charge so that you can reuse Messiah's skill. Yep, and we're running 4 heals. I'm not running draws in this deck because I found them not as useful, since if you draw into a draw with Alter Ego Messiah's skill, it's kind of bad, so I'd rather draw into a 10k shield. Also, crits will really scare your opponents, because when you unlock, your units stand back up so that you don't need to run stands. Yeah. Let's move on to the G zone, because this is where the fun starts. So for the Great Force, we're running 4 of the new Messiah, Flageolet Messiah. So the skill is kind of last 1. Choose 1 card in your choose 1 face down card from your G zone and turn it face up. And then when this card attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose 2 of your lock cards for each face up of him you have on your field. In your G zone, and unlock them. And then if the number of units you unlock with this card is 1 or more, you can choose any number of lock units, and those cards cannot be unlocked during that player's next turn or next end phase. And if the unlocked cards is the total of the unlocked cards is 3 or more, then this card gets an extra critical. So basically, he helps you Omega Lock if your opponent has some really annoying front row, or if your opponent's front row is locked, and you can just Omega Lock it so that you can really piss off your opponent. This is a really good card. I'm really glad they made this not a GR, because that would have been really annoying. And I don't think Bushiroad wants to do that to us anymore. So yeah, running 4 of this. It's also thanks to this card that I don't have to go find more Excelix and Amnesties. But we are running 2 Amnesty Messiahs anyway. So Amnesty Messiah skill is cost 1. When this card attacks, you pay the cost. If you do, unlock as many units as you want, and then if the unlocked units, for every unlocked unit, this card gets plus 3,000 power, and if you unlock 3 or more units, then this card gets extra critical. So it's pretty good. Most of the time, he's just going to be flipped for something else, but yeah, he's a good card. Next, we're running 1 Excelix Messiah. So the Excelix Messiah skills is about cost 1, G flip 1 Amnesty Messiah, and then when this card attacks, if you have a face-up Amnesty Messiah in G zone, then you can pay the cost. If you do, unlock as many units as you want, and then during this turn, your unlocked units get plus 3,000 power, and the units that your opponent unlocks gets retired. And then if you unlock 3 or more units during this turn, this card gets an extra critical. So it's still a pretty powerful card, because when you unlock your own units, you can bombard them with extra power. It's pretty strong. I don't really feel like running more than 1 though, because I feel like a Flageolet is much better. Next, we're running 2 Trans-Elves Messiah. You can run 1 more Excelix and 1 more Amnesty if you want. If you don't want to run these, I just find him pretty useful if you have a lot of lock cards in your field. For example, you purposely Omega locked your stuff on your turn, and then your opponent has a full field of unlocked cards. Or if your field is empty and your opponent has a full field, you can just go Ride into this, use the cost, and your opponent has a full locked field. It's pretty good. So running 2, it's a very interesting tech, I guess. But again, just here for more options. And if you don't want to use them, you can just flip it with Flageolet. Alright, next we're running 2 Big Crunch. Big Crunch skill is cost 1, G flip 1 Big Crunch. And then if you have 2 more face-up cards in G zone, you can choose one opponent's rear guards, and then Omega lock that whole column. And then running 1 Sabreeze, because Sabreeze is just Sabreeze. This deck is, it's pretty dead if you don't Shrine, so Sabreeze. And running 1 Screw, 1 Destiny Guardian, and 2 Duo Maxwell, or Maxwell Duo. Or Demon Maxwell. Duo Maxwell is that guy from Gundam Wing, my bad. Yeah, Demon Maxwell. So the G Guardians in this deck, it's pretty strong. You can use this card, and if you combo it with what's it called? If you combo it with some other things, you can just counter charge and stuff. It's pretty good. And this card just helps you gain extra shield, but in the events that you don't have things to unlock, then we always run Screw just in case. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this deck profile. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry if I seem a little rushed in this thing. This is like my 3rd time recording this, because there's some other stuff that I left out, but I'm really tired because I'm actually sick right now. I have the flu. So don't bother me. I'm kidding. You can bother me, but try not to. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this deck profile. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Kardaku, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.